KA Bullets YouTube channel.
Hurry up, now tell us why you're here.
Sadly, Brian Johnson and Thomas Tanrev will be retiring at the end of the season, and what's even sadder is that neither of them qualified for the Dinoco 400. But Mark Carton is the one who would start at pole position for this race, and he would lead for the first 6 laps before Billy Oilchanger would take the lead from him, leading to lap 17 before Larry Smith would take the lead from him, leading to lap 22, where he'd lose the lead to the King, who would lead all the way to lap 28, where he would lose the lead to Terry Carboni, who would lead all the way to lap 31. And his teammate, Jeff Gorvette, would take the lead from him, leading for the next 6 laps to lap 37, where WJ Lights would take the lead from him, leading all the way to lap 44, where Dale Carr would take the lead from him, leading for the next 5 laps, before Murray Clutchburn would take the lead from him, leading for the next 11 laps to lap 61. And now he's out alongside Brush Kerber, Ken Schrader, Kenny Shiftright, Jeremy Carfield, Johnny Blamer, and Jonathan Melcher, who are out as well. Same with Davey Apex and Michael Cartrip being down 1 lap because of Chick Hicks. Why? But Rusty Wheelhouse would take the lead off the restart and lead to lap 87, where Hall Angus would take the lead from him, only leading on lap 88, until Andrew Axler would take the lead from him, leading for the next 20 laps, before Eugene Karbareski would lead the next 3 laps. After that, where Mike Yankee would surprisingly be out because of an engine failure. And now the King would take the lead on lap 114, lead to lap 218 for 104 laps! How does any car lead for that long? And Ruby Easy Oaks would take the lead from the King, leading to lap 237, where he's out because of Kyle Traxon, who would take the lead to lap 246, where he goes airborne because of Rusty Wheelhouse, who leads to lap 251, where he'd lose the lead to Ernie Gearson, who would lead for just 3 laps. Why? But Jeff Gorvette would take the lead from him, leading for 4 laps, before Bill Rayslot would take the lead from him, leading to lap 265, where he'd lose the lead to WJ Lights, who would lead once more and lead for the next 5 laps before being out because of Mark Burnsley, who lead 2 more laps. But then Dale Earnhardt would take the lead from him, leading to all the way to lap 300 for a total of 27 laps. How does any car lead for 27 laps? But then Hall Angus would take the lead from him, leading for just 12 laps. And he's out alongside Clint Shiftright, Eugene Karbareski, because of Chick Hicks. Why? Luckily, Michael Cartrip gets back on lead lap on lap 319, where Billy Ford would take the lead and lead all the way to lap 333, where now he's out because of a bump and run from Dale Earnhardt, who will lead for the next 4 laps, where on lap 338, Andrew Axler would take the lead from him. Actually, it's lap 339, but well, on lap 347, Ernie Gearson would take the lead and lead for the next 11 laps before he'd lose the lead to Bobby Carboni, who would lead all the way to lap 363, where he'd lose the lead to his older brother, Terry, who will lead all the way to lap 368, where Mark Carton would once again take the lead, all the way to lap 374, where Chick Hicks is 7th on that lap, where he crashes Sterling Carlin, Bobby Carboni, and Michael Cartrip. Bill Rayslot is now down 1 lap. Same with Mark Burnsley and Jimmy Speedcar. Billy Oilchanger will... yeah, he just left the race. But Henderson will take his place as the racer for Octane Gain for the rest of the race. Jeff Gorvette would start in the lead after the restart and lead for the next 11 laps, where Rusty Wheelhouse would take the lead from him, leading for the next 2 laps. And you know this guy, he is Chick Hicks, and he takes the lead all the way to lap 392, where he'd luckily lose the lead, but it's to Dale Earnhardt, who will lead for the next 4 laps, before the King will take the lead from him, leading on lap 399. But on the very last lap, he'd lose the lead to Ernie Gearson. But Dale Earnhardt would pass him on lap 400. You know who else would? It's none other than Mark Carton, who is in second place as of lap 400, the last lap. But Dale Earnhardt is still the leader. 3 wide to the line, but Dale Earnhardt would end up on top and win the 1994 Piston Cup. And here is the finish. Mark Carton's only 1 foot behind Dale Earnhardt, and Ernie Gearson only 2 inches behind Mark Carton. And here are the season results, with the King dropping the 4th just because he didn't have enough fuel to finish the last lap. And luckily, Chick Hicks is behind him. Jeff Corvette tried getting into the top 5, but Chick Hicks is very bad car, so he didn't let him. Rusty Wheelhouse pushed himself up to 7th place after finishing 6th in the Dinoco 400. Larry Smith fell back to 8th, and Terry Carboni fell down to 9th. Hall Ingus, for crashing out, fell all the way to 10th. And WJ Lights, who also crashed out, also fell to 11th in the standings. Even though Chick Hicks kept wrecking Dale Carr and Bobby Carboni, they made it up to 13th and 14th respectively. And Ken Schrader is in 15th. Sterling Carlin had a very good season, moving all the way up to 16th this year. And Bill Racelot sadly fell down to 17th because of Chick Hicks! Mark Burnsley, in his rookie year, will finish 18th for his first race. Oh yes, about Andrew Axler. Andrew Axler and Murray Clutchburn fell out of the top 20 because of Chick Hicks! Clint Shiftwright also had a lot of DNFs, thus finishing 19th. Which is really bad because he was the champion last season. Kenny Shiftwright finished in the top 25, even though he got his first win. He should have deserved a spot in the top 20. Kyle Traxon would have finished higher if he wasn't suspended for a lot of the season. And also, Ernie Swerven fell down to 35th because of his season-ending crash. Ward Burnton, despite doing well for the last few seasons, has never finished in the top 40. But Ron Blaster somehow finished above him, and Ricky Slud behind Ron Blaster. Ryan Thunderbolt Jr. is still in the top 40. Billy Ford also had a good season, finishing 37th. And Jimmy Speedcar, who was pretty consistent qualifying, but not so much during the race, he did finish 38th in the final standings. But Mike Yankee made it back to the top 40.
Remember to press the notifications button, which goes ring, ring, ring after you press it. And lightning strikes back, and that's as if you subscribed, of course. And thank you for watching this entire video.
There was not enough time to react to every single detail of the top 40. But Claude Scruggs came very close to being in the top 40, but he didn't finish in the top 40. But what else is weird is that Krusty Roeder is still 30th, despite the fact he had a season-ending crash this year. Jeff Burnton did not finish in the top 40, which made his older brother sad, because they both wanted to finish in the top 40. But here's what else. The 1995 Florida 500 will hopefully come out soon enough.